What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, when I talk about XRP, a lot of people want to know what is enough? How much is enough? And what are you honestly looking for? And honestly, that question is loaded. Like, it really depends on what each individual person is looking for. I kind of know the answer, what everybody's looking for, but it's still not a given, right? Most people are looking for generational wealth. Most people are looking for something that's going to change their lives. Now, that question also brings up more questions. How much is enough to change your life? I don't know your financial situation. I don't know how much debt you have. I don't know if you don't have debt. I don't know if what you want to do is just stop working. Somebody in the live stream today said they just don't want to work anymore. They're tired of working. They want to retire. Um, and I don't know if that's necessarily the mindset that you want to have when it comes to getting any type of gains. Because once you receive those gains and you end up spending the money or spending some of it, what do you have left to go back to? You know what I mean? So you want to set yourself up for success, but I can talk about the mental aspect of that later on and how you should deal with success once you do receive it. But right now, this video is all about how much is enough. Because I think that is the question that a lot of people want to know. Do I have enough at 1,000? Do I have enough at 10,000? Do I have enough at 20 or 30,000? And I can answer these in this video. We're going to go through everything in detail. But guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Don't forget about my link for MargX. If you guys want to trade on MargX, start trading up to a 50x leverage on XRP. You can trade a 5x leverage if you want to as well. You can trade as little as $1 if you wanted to and do a 5x or 50x leverage. So if you want some risk, you want some reward, if you know how to read charts, you can do it over on MargX. Feel free to use my link in the description. But when we have the conversation about different positions, most people, if not all people, want to know how much they need in order to become a millionaire, or in order to become wealthy, or in order to become, or in order to have some sort of wealth to them. It doesn't even have to be generational wealth, just something to where they change their lives forever. And I think changing your life should definitely go towards whatever you have as an ultimate goal or ultimate plan. If you just want millions of dollars and want the most money possible, but then don't have a plan for it, I think it'll change your life momentarily, and then your life will turn back to what it was, if not a little bit worse, because you don't have a job anymore if you're looking to quit your job. I never suggest that anybody quits their job because of the gains that they receive, because one, you have taxes that you still have to pay. So if you receive $500,000, know that you're probably going to take about half of that and it's going to the government, right? Depending which government you're under. But you get about half of it and that's going out the window, so you only have 250,000, right? So you have to factor all these things in, but still life-changing money nonetheless. So how much is enough to gain that life-changing amount of money? And I'm going to talk about that in this video. First, we're going to go through XRP really quick and just show you where it is today, because it's not really doing too hot. We're seeing it down about 2%. It's at a 56-cent price at a $31.6 billion market cap with about $1 billion worth of volume. Still looking at about 56% of the supply that is in circulation, and you can see how much this has dropped over the last 7 days. About 6% that it has dropped. In the last month, it's down at 6%, and in the last year, it's slightly up by about 5%. So it's not really moving too much, but we do have wins, and hopefully more wins that are coming up as we get closer and closer to October, and whether they're going to or not going to appeal. But with all that said, since we are in kind of a standstill, how much is enough? You know that I have 100,000 XRP. I'm going to tell you that that's enough to definitely make you an XRP millionaire. But then if you're looking, what's the minimum that you need in order to become to guarantee kind of that way to become an XRP millionaire? Because I know it's going to get to $10, right? So getting to $10 means that you would need 100,000 XRP. I believe it's going to get a lot further than that. My expectation is around $100, honestly. So realistically, I would say 10,000 coins is all you would really need there to become a millionaire. But there's also more that's added into that. How much is enough? And again, loaded question, but very, very valid of a question. How much is enough? So if we go into my exit plan spreadsheet and we see here, we're going to go, we're going to look at XRP, and we currently have 500 coins that's sitting in here. Now, 500 coins that's sitting in here will get you a decent amount at a level of $10, right? $5,000. It currently costs $285. I just recently gave away 500 XRP to somebody who didn't have any XRP on live stream. And if you want to go and check that out, that's my previous live stream earlier today, actually. But it's $285 at the moment, or maybe a little bit less with 56 cents that it currently is at instead of 57. But as you go up the list, as you go up the price ranges, you get up to $2. That's $1,000. You get up to $4, it's $2,000. You get up to $10. You're looking at $5,000 or $20 at $10,000. This is a significant amount of money. Is it life changing? Well, it depends on what it can do for you, right? Can $5,000 or $10,000 pay off credit card debt, or start you a savings account, or start a 529 account or something? That could be life changing because you didn't have it before. So yes, in that aspect, it could be slightly life changing or life altering. But life changing numbers is what you want to see here. Like this get to $100 and it's worth $50,000. That ends up being life changing because now you can do so much with that $50,000 where you can pay off your mortgage. Maybe you had a little bit left. You can pay off your mortgage, pay off all of your debt, maybe even some of your student loans, if not all of your student loans. But then you start to creep into the level to where if this does get to a lot of the more aggressive figures, you're looking at $1,000, which is $500,000. Now, this is really life changing. This is the level I would say once you start reaching maybe 200,000, that's something that could easily be life changing because that can truly pay off a mortgage. That can truly pay off a massive amount of student loans. It can truly get you back on your feet if you really wanted to. It can also start with a dividend portfolio to where every year you can gain maybe a good $5,000 or something. That would be fantastic. Maybe it's a little bit less, maybe about $4,000. We'll see when we get into my dividend breakdown for the last month. But that's something that can be life changing. So honestly, you don't need that much. And I've always said this, that I thought having 1,000 XRP or having 3,000 XRP like I had in the beginning was still something to where you could see a massive amount. Now, I would say the only thing that you would have to understand is that you would be waiting a while for this to happen, because the likelihood of XRP hitting $1,000 this bull run, probably unlikely. I would say very unlikely in my opinion, unless we see all of these things implemented at one time. It's going to take probably over this bull run, the bear market, and then into the next bull run to where we could see that transpire. But then we could also see 3 bull runs that this could go over, depending on the different connections, partnerships, use that XRP does have. So while we're looking at this official bull run, how much is enough for this bull run? I think, looking at a few thousand, 10,000 would kind of secure your way, which would be a aggressive amount. It would be about 50 something or $5,000 or so. If you have 1,000, you're looking at 500 or so dollars, or maybe closer to $600. And I think that's a good number. But I think instead of looking at that 1,000, I think a level of maybe 3,000 or 4,000 would be a really, really good number. And the reason why I say that is because you can always put 1,000 aside for what the future could be. Look at the 3,000 of that and maybe do something a little bit longer term with like 1,000 of it instead of like a forever, because you have a forever amount, you have a long-term amount, and then you have what you want short term. So one thing that can cover your initial investment, which would be $1,000, another $1,000 that can cover your profit, and then the other $2,000, one for long-term and one for forever. I think that's a good amount, and that's a good strategy to go off of. So if you just get yourself 4,000 coins, that is enough for you to kind of have a solid exit plan. Because let's just say you have 4,000 that's invested at this point of 57 cents, right? And it does find a way to get to $5,000 or sorry, $20,000 worth of value. You have it at $5. You decide, you know what? I want to take my initial investment and maybe even some profit, right? This is your first taking of your initial investment. Let's say you'll just take a quarter of it, um, and just take a good $1,000 there, giving yourself $5,000, which can be your first taking of your initial investment plus your profit. Then you can do something for specifically, for that profit, take another 10,000 or another 1,000 at this point, which will give you 15,000, giving you 10,000 or 13,000. About 13,000, maybe 10,000 or 12,500 or something like that, right? So it's going to give you that much as profit. Then the rest can be for a long term. You see it get to $100, you're like, all right, that's where I want maybe a little bit of life changing money. Or you can see it get a little bit further, right? Maybe you can go a little further. But let's say it is here and you take out 1,000, or you just take out 500. And you see that happen, gets to $500, you take out another 500, that's 250,000, and then you have 1,000 for forever, or whatever you classify as forever. And if you see it at 1,000 here and it's at $1,000,000, you now gain that. So if I show you guys this, you have 1,000 here, 1,000 there, right? So 5,000, 10,000. You have 50,000 that's here. You have 500,000 or $500 or 250,000 that you can gain there, and then you still have some left over. So ultimate or max profit, $315,000. That's life changing money, right? Off of 4,000 coins that you do have. So ultimately, you don't need that much. So don't think just because I have 100,000 that you physically need that much. You don't, right? I'm looking to hold majority or not majority of my coins, but definitely that 10,000 for the very, very long term and have a certain amount that's going to be forever. I'm excited about that, but it doesn't mean that you need to hold 100,000. You don't need to. There's so much room for growth for XRP that we all believe it's going to get to. And I don't think that we need to kind of focus on having the most and getting there first, because that's not what this is about. It's about more utility than it is just like, oh, it gets to this price. Does that make sense? So let me know what you think about this. Does this make sense on how much you need or how much you want? I can do a shorts video to kind of break this down a little bit more, and I probably will. And if you are coming from the shorts video, I appreciate you guys for watching, because I will do a shorts video, but it probably won't be on this day. It'll probably be from another day. But anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.